Surrounded by Narcissists by Thomas Erikson. Audiobook summary and review by Story Shots. You're not imagining it. They really are making everything about themselves. Introduction. Most people assume narcissists are easy to spot. Grandiose braggarts who can't stop talking about themselves. That assumption keeps you defenseless. The narcissists causing the most damage in your life right now aren't the obvious ones. That is the thesis of Surrounded by Narcissists. Or, How to Stop Other People's Egos Ruining Your Life by Thomas Erikson. He maps the behavioral patterns that reveal hidden narcissism and shows you how to protect yourself without becoming cynical. When victimhood becomes a weapon. Narcissists don't just crave attention, they engineer it. The most effective ones have learned that playing the victim generates more sympathy than boasting. Your coworker who shares personal crises before deadlines, your friend who turns every conversation into a referendum on how badly they've been treated. These aren't unlucky people. They're using perceived suffering as a tool for control. The pattern reveals itself once you stop taking their narratives at face value and start tracking timing instead. Narcissists have an uncanny ability to make you feel responsible for their emotions. You're probably managing someone else's mood right now without realizing it. But recognizing victimhood as manipulation changes how you respond to it. The empathy trap. Narcissists don't lack empathy. They weaponize yours. They've learned to identify empathetic people because empathetic people are easier to manipulate. You assume good intent because that's how you operate. You give second chances because you believe people can change. Every one of these strengths becomes an entry point. The narcissist in your life didn't choose you randomly. They chose you because you're the type of person who will rationalize their behavior, who will try harder to fix the relationship, who will question yourself before questioning them. The more you try to understand a narcissist's behavior, the more you become complicit in it. Your desire to be fair is being used against you. Every time you make excuses for their actions, you're doing their work for them. Set boundaries or be the boundary. The only effective response to narcissistic behavior is a boundary that doesn't require their cooperation. You can't reason someone out of a pattern that benefits them. When they rewrite history, you don't debate. You refer to documentation. When they manufacture a crisis, you offer sympathy but not solutions. When they test limits, you enforce consequences without explaining yourself. Boundaries aren't punishments. They're the terms under which you'll engage. The narcissist will call this cruelty, selfishness, or betrayal. That reaction confirms you're doing it right. A boundary without a consequence is just a suggestion the narcissist will ignore. If this changed how you think about difficult relationships, someone in your life probably needs to hear it too. Final summary. This summary of Surrounded by Narcissists threads together pattern recognition, empathy awareness, and boundary enforcement into a single framework. The narcissists damaging your life don't look like the stereotype. They target your strengths instead of your weaknesses, and the only sustainable defense is disengagement without explanation. But Thomas Erikson's full framework goes deeper. The book includes scripts for enforcing boundaries in specific scenarios, a diagnostic tool for identifying narcissistic traits in real time, and strategies for handling narcissistic parents when cutting contact isn't an option. If you're exhausted from relationships that feel one-sided, this book gives you the language to name what's happening and the strategy to stop it. We're putting together the full summary of Surrounded by Narcissists right now, with a visual infographic and animated video. Follow the book in the Story Shots app to get it the moment it's ready.